Hi guys, it's your girl Ina here. You know, I just sat and realized that I haven't just done a video where we just sat and talked about a topic in quite some time. I've been so busy with a new puppy and the end of the school year and that I haven't had time to make a lot of videos. So I'm gonna make a few videos today so I can start posting some new stuff rather than keep posting the old stuff and puppy videos, which I don't know if you guys are getting sick of the puppy videos, but he's just so damn cute. I can't help taking videos of him. Anyway, you might be asking yourself why I have my hair slicked back and why I have F me red lipstick on. It's because I actually have some time today to film a couple videos, so I just filmed one and I had my hair slicked back and red lipstick on, and it's that lipstick, what's it called, like stay whatever, so it's like doesn't wipe off, and my hair is slicked back just with water and I didn't feel like drying it. So that's what, maybe by the end of the video it'll be dry and won't be slicked back anymore. So in case you're wondering why this is happening, that's why. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was vaccinations. Now, I've discussed a couple of controversial themes before, and people tend to get really upset with me. So I'm not here to tell you what I think you should do. I'm here to tell you, you do you, boo. Like, if you don't think that the vaccinations are necessary, or that they're going to secretly kill everybody, or whatever the different things are, or that they haven't been tested enough, or that you want to wait and kind of see what happens with everybody. Whatever your reasons, you do you. I'm not here to argue with you and tell you what you have to do. I'm just here to tell you, I just got my second vaccination today. Whoops, not in that arm, in this arm. So, ow. I got my second vaccination. And it's kind of weird because I signed up to get vaccinated, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 months ago. And because I'm still in my 40s, but at the end of my 40s, I think they went from age, because my in-laws got it months ago. I think they went by like age and kind of went down, and so because a lot of my friends and colleagues have already gotten them because they're over 50, but I'm not over 50 yet, so my number never got called. But in the meantime, finally, after over a year of us having to teach, they prioritize teachers. So there's 2 special weekends where you can sign up, and if you're a teacher, get the vaccination. So that's actually how I got in, because I'm a teacher, not because I'm old or whatever. So that was kind of a process. But yeah, I got my vaccination today. And I feel okay about it. Like, I don't really feel the need to argue with people about why I chose to do it. Again, I'm not telling you what I think you should do. I think you should do whatever you think you should do, not what I think you should do. But I just think that if, you know, the people that I talk to and the doctors that I talk to, if we're going to get the pandemic under control, we need to take a stand and we need to vaccinate. And there are a lot of diseases, smallpox, polio, things like this, all kinds of things that we've eradicated with vaccinations. Now, I do understand people's argument of, you know, it hasn't been tested, hasn't been given enough time to be tested properly, and these sort of things. I'm going to gamble on the side of the scientists and hope that they know what they're doing. And I have faith in the scientists of the world that this is safe. If you don't, again, you do what you need to do. I just think that I feel better being vaccinated, and also just the advantages it's going to give for travel and these sort of things, and also because I'm a teacher and I want to be in my classroom with my kids and not worry about me giving them something or them giving me something. I feel better about it doing it this way. So again, that's how I feel. I'm not telling you how you should feel. I hope everyone does what makes them happy. But here comes the Ina story. I took my puppy to, there's like a little park around the corner here from my house, and it's a little bit bigger than my garden, and it's not technically a dog park, but a lot of people bring their dogs there because there's a stream, and then dogs can go in the stream and cool off, and everyone lets the dogs off. You're not really supposed to, I guess, but everyone lets their dogs off the leash, the dogs play together and whatever. And there's a kids park that's on the other side of the stream that's separated by the stream, and it's a little bit away, so like it's not like the dogs are gonna run and bother the kids or anything. Not that my dog would bother the kids anyway, because he's so sweet. But anyway, so I took him for a walk. It's maybe from here a 5-10 minute walk. So take him down to the dog park. Either we play in the stream, or we just play with throw sticks, or yesterday he just got a new frisbee, so I took him to throw frisbee. So I walk in the park, and there's benches there, and then there's like cut down tree logs set up to kind of like as seats. They're meant to sit on. And there's a guy there. I mean, I would say 30-ish, really short blonde, not a bad looking guy, in good shape, shortish blonde hair. And I memorized what he was wearing in case he killed somebody, because it was strange for me for a man to be sitting in the park. Like, it was just weird. But he had on a black t-shirt and white basketball shorts with a black stripe on the side. But he seemed completely normal. It just was weird. Like, if you see me going to the park, like, I go with my dog and I play with my dog. Like, not that you need anyone's permission to go sit in the park, but I don't know, it just stood out to me that this guy was there. But since I knew I was going to take my dog off the leash, I went up to him and I asked him, is it okay with you if I play with my dog off the leash? And he said, yeah, no problem. I said, don't worry, my dog is not going to bite and probably kiss you to death. He just is, it's not in his nature. So the guy's like, yeah, no problem. So I go over to the bench where I always sit on the same bench, and I'm throwing the frisbee. I took his ball, threw a ball, we're playing, but he was more interested with sticks yesterday for some reason, so we're throwing sticks and playing la la. Well, anyway, after a while, he got bored playing with me, so he was kind of just, the dog was just sniffing around the park, looking around, and kind of went kind of in the direction of where the guy was sitting. So I go over to, like, just kind of monitor my dog and make sure it wasn't bothering the guy, and then the guy says to me, are you, and we were speaking German at that point, are you American? Is that an American accent? No, he said, are you American? And I said, oh, is my accent that bad? Because obviously when I speak German, I have an American accent. And he's like, well, I wasn't sure if it was American or Dutch, because strangely enough, I lived in Belgium for a couple of years, and I guess when I speak German, I do it with a Nederlandisch, Holland, a Dutch accent. I don't know, I don't get it. I can't tell what accent I have because I don't hear it because it's myself, so I don't know. Anyway, so I said, no, I hear that a lot. Yeah, it's not a Dutch accent, it's an American accent. And then just out of the blue, he said, well, what do you think about COVID? And I was like, okay, well, you're a stranger in the park, but I mean, maybe you're just making conversation because you're lonely or whatever. So I was like, oh, it's really crazy, isn't it? It's really, really crazy situation. And he's like, yeah, how is it in America? And I said, well, you know, I think actually right now in the Schengen, so the Schengen agreement in Europe, the Schengen countries, I think it's actually a little bit worse where we are now than it is in America. At the moment, it has been worse in America, but I think it's a little bit more under control now, but I'm not exactly sure. And then he's like, and I'm like, yeah, but thank God I have my second vaccination tomorrow. And then this guy looks at me like I was a devil child. And he's like, you're doing what? And I said, getting my second vaccination tomorrow. And he just lit into me. And he was like, why are you doing this? This is a plot from the government to kill everybody. And you're gonna die and la la la. And it's not safe. And how would you do this yourself? And I was like, Mr. and the dude in the park, what medical school did you go to? Like, where are you getting your information? Mad Magazine? Like, what the hell do you know? That the doctors don't know what the hell they're talking about? So I was like, again, if you disagree with me, I respect your opinion. So I don't need to get any hate mail about this. But I mean, I kind of respect what the world experts are saying. And this guy was just Mr. Dude sitting in the park by yourself, like I'm going to take medical advice from you. But I was still trying to stay polite because you never know when someone's I have been a victim of a carjacking a few years ago, which I've never told that story. So I am sometimes a little bit more on my toes since I was a victim of a violent crime. Like on my toes a little bit, like I don't want to piss this guy off. Like even if I want to argue with him, is it really worth arguing with him? Because I'm not going to change his mind. He's not going to change my mind. So anyway, so then he was like, oh, I can't believe you're doing this, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, well, that's what I've chosen to do. And he's like, well, why would you do that? I said, well, I would like to be able to travel. Like right now, I haven't left Switzerland in a year and a half. I would like to maybe go to the States and see my family. I would like to be able to do, go on vacation, could do some things, and which we've kind of been limited. And also, I'm a teacher, and I think it's my responsibility to make an example to, that I'm following what the health regulations are recommending. So he's like, oh, you're a teacher, so you wear a mask in school? And I was like, yes, I wear a mask in school. And he's like, how can you do that to yourself? The stuff inside of your body is supposed to come out, and you're breathing in the... And I'm like, well, the masks are made that it's not a gas mask. It's not like I'm putting a Tupperware on top of my head. Like the stuff still goes in and out. And what about doctors that do surgery for like 12 hours? Like they don't die. So I'm like, yeah, again, I'm gonna go with the health, the scientists on this one. And if they say that that's what we should do, then that's what I'm gonna go with. And then he's like, and the kids, do you have your kids wear? I said, well, what the law is in this, where we live in this county, kids over 12 have to wear a mask in school. Until the last week of school, they lifted it, so then nobody had to wear masks. But kids after 12, it was mandated. And then we recommended to at the upper primary that they all wear masks, but we can't force them to, but they did. They all wore masks, and all the kids that were 12 and older had to wear masks. So he's like, how can you do this to the children? I'm like, actually, I'm not doing anything to the children. This is the government behind scientific research telling us what we have to do. Like, it's not like me. I mean, not that I'm trying to pass the buck or whatever, but this is what we have to do as a school. We're licensed by the county. We have to do these things. And he's like, oh, you're killing the children. And I'm like, am I? Really, Mr. Dude in the park? Where did you get your medical degree? Like, what are you talking about? So he's like, the children's lungs are not developed. I'm like, they're not freaking preemies. They're 12 years old. They're not preemies that they have to live in a capsule like with a breathing machine. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So I'm like trying to figure out how to get out of this conversation. And then I was like, you know what? Just walk away. Like, you don't have to argue with this dude because clearly he's pissed off at you for nothing. Until I was like, whatever, dude. So I just got my dog and I went back to my bench and I sat down and I put my dog on the long leash. I have a 5-meter long leash. So I put him on a long leash so he didn't go far away. And I just got away from this guy. Eventually he went and left and I kept playing with my dog. But that's like, that was the thing, and this is exactly why I'm not going to tell anyone else what they should do, because I think you should do what you think is right. I think you should, if you really don't feel safe and you really think that that you're going to be like the surviving people, good, then don't do it. I think that's your right, and I would never tell you not to do it. If that really happens and all the rest of us that got vaccinated die, it's going to kind of suck because there aren't going to be any scientists left on the earth because they all got vaccinated. But if that's the way you feel, I'm the last one to tell you, okay, I have had conversations with my spouse about what I thought was best for her. I've had conversations with family or very close friends that we've had discussions about it. But I would never tell somebody that I don't really know that well what I think that they should do at all. Never, never, never. So that's kind of like my point. I couldn't believe the audacity of this dude telling me what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Because it is my decision, it is my body, and it is my arm. And if I decide that's what I want to do, I'm going to do it. And I actually feel good about it. I feel happy that I have it done. I feel a little bit safer. I feel like I'm protecting my kids and my class, who, as you guys know, are the apples of my eye. I love my class so much. And it's going to open some doors with me for maybe traveling a little bit. Not this summer. I'm not going to travel this summer for other reasons, but that'll be another video. But eventually, maybe I would like to go see my dad's not doing well. I would like to go see my family. I would like to do some things. And now that I'm vaccinated, it opens some doors for me. But what I'm trying to say is, you do you, boo. Like I've said that already like 10 times in this video. If you don't think that it's safe, then nobody can force you to do it, okay? There might be consequences with travel and things like that, but that's on you. And those of us who do choose to get it, I also think that that's our right and our privilege to decide what we think is okay for us. So to each their own. I love you all, no matter if you do it or not. It's your business, not my business. But let's all try to stay healthy and happy and safe. And this video is too long. I'm gonna wrap it up here. And I'm gonna post some funny stuff soon. I'm trying to make some funny short videos today, so including the one for which my hair is slicked back. So I'll be posting some other stuff soon, and some more puppy videos, which you guys have to let me know if they get out of hand, because that's my whole day and night, all day long is this. I keep looking here because he's laying on the floor. My new sweet boy, who's just a little doll. Stay safe, stay well, stay healthy, and all that good stuff. And I will post some more stuff soon. Bye.